Hello, my dear students. Myself Sheikh Gulnaz. Now I am here with the topic of South America, land of Andes, for the student of 7th standard, and it is a subject of social science. Students, it is a chapter that comes under geography. So now you are going to learn introduction about this chapter. Is in this lesson we study the location, extent and physical settings, rivers and lakes, climate, natural vegetations, wild animals, agriculture and livestock rearing, composition, distribution, density of population of South America you are going to learn. And after learning this chapter, after getting about this, now you will get understand about locations, extent and physical settings of South America. You will know the rivers and lakes of South America, understand the diverse climate, animals and natural vegetations of South America, understand the speciality of agriculture and animal rearing in South America. You will know the racial composition, distribution and density of population of South America. So now let us start this chapter. That is, South America is the 4th largest continent in the world. It is a part of Latin America. So students, as you all know that we are having 7 continents. So in that, South America is the 4th largest continent in the world. So it is a part of Latin America. When Christopher Columbus reached the continent around 1498 AD, he mistook it for India and called brown colored native as the Red Indians. Soon the Europeans, Spanish and Portuguese flooded the continent. So these are the reasons how they are started to call the peoples like natives of that people as Red Indians and all. South America is the land of superlatives with Andes and Amazon. So over a quarter of world's known copper reserves are found here in this region. So it is the speciality of that South America. So it is the world's largest producer of coffee. So it is a popularly called hollow land and the land of grasslands. The study of South America helps us to know the various geography and economic features of the continent. As we study this, so you will get about the continent, what are the speciality of this continent you will be going to learn. So now let us see the location and extent of physical settings. Location, where it is located. So the continent lies mainly in the southern hemisphere. A small portion is found in the northern hemisphere. So you can see here it is located that it is mainly in southern hemisphere. Large part of this continent is in southern hemisphere and in the northern small portion in the northern hemisphere. So here it is a map of South America. So the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass through the continent. It is converted triangle in shape, broader in the north and tapers towards the south. Its longitudinal extent is 12 degree north to 56 degree south latitudes. So here students, you can see it is broader in the north. You can see broader area in the north, and it is means here in the tapers towards the south. As you can see the shape in the north, it is having a broad shape, and it is in the south it has the tapers. So towards the south, its longitudinal and latitudinal and longitudinal extent is 12 degree north to 56 degree south latitudes and 35 degree west to 81 degree west longitudes, east longitudes. So the continent of South America is located in the western hemisphere. The continent of South America is located in the western hemisphere. Okay, so the physical settings. The continent is surrounded by water bodies on all 3 sides except in the north. In the north, the Panama Canal separates the South America from the North America. The Caribbean Sea borders the north, the Atlantic Ocean in the east and the northeast. The Pacific Ocean lies in the west, and the south is bordered the icy waters Antarctica. As you can see, students, it is the image of that South America. So here it is having only a small place of land in the all three sides, or you can see water is there surrounded by, you can see Caribbean Sea is there, and here North Atlantic Ocean is there, South Atlantic Ocean is there, South Pacific Oceans are there. So here it is a place, you can see it is small area which has a land. So this is the area that is of Panama Canal. So from here it divides the North America. So it is a border between north and south, that is Panama Canal. Okay. So next we have that is extent, how much it has been extended. The land area of South America is about 178.6 lakh square kilometer, and it is 3.5 times bigger than India. So if we compare that land with India in the terms of area, it is 3.5 times bigger than India. So South America is about 178.6 lakh square kilometer. So there are 13 countries in this continent. As you can see, students, biggest among these 7 continents, that is Asia continent, and the fourth that is in terms of South America. That if we compare with Asia, in Asia we are having 46 countries, and in this continent, that is of South America, it is having only 14 countries. So Brazil is the largest, and French Guiana is the smallest country in this continent. All the countries of South America have coastal line except Bolivia and Paraguay, landlocked countries. Chile is a linear country. So these are the countries in that if we compare, Brazil is the largest one and French Guiana is the smallest country. So all the countries of South America have a coastal line, okay, except Bolivia and Paraguay, that is a landlocked countries. So Chile is a linear country. So Panama Canal, that is constructed in 1912, it is a major ocean route between North America and South America. The Ecuador, a country named after equator. So because that country lies on the equator, because of that it has been named as Ecuador. So Argentina and Brazil are the famous for soccer game. So Brazil held Olympic meet 2016 meeting. So Venezuela is famous for Angel Falls and petroleum. So these are the physical settings. Now let us see, students, physical features of South America. South America has spectacular topographical features. So it has the mountains with snow-covered peaks and the dense equatorial forests. So not only it has been a spectacular topographical features, it has mountains with snow-covered peaks and dense equatorial forest. The continent has rich fertile plain lands as well as dry wasteful deserts. Not only in that we are having a peaks and dense equatorial forest, but also it has a rich fertile plain land as well as dry wasteful deserts also. The major physical division of the continents are the Andes Mountains, the Eastern Highlands, the Central Lowlands, the Western Coastal Plains. So these are the physical features, students, and these are the physical divisions of the continents are the Andes Mountains, the Eastern Highlands, the Central Lowlands, the Western Coastal Plains. So this is the South America's physical map, students. You can see Selvas, Guiana Highlands, Gran Chaco, Pampas, and these mountains. So these are the physical division map. Okay, students, just now I said you 4 division, that is we are having, that is the Andes Mountains and Mato Grosso Plateau, Selvas, Pampas, and here Highlands is there, Guiana Highlands. Okay, so this is the physical divisions map of South America. So now let us see one by one the features and importance of these. So the Andes Mountains, this is the longest mountain ranges in the world, running to a distance of 6,440 km long along the Pacific coast. So students, it is the longest mountain. Which mountain? Andes Mountain of the world. So running to the distance of 6,440 km long along the Pacific coast. So many earthquakes and volcanoes are found in the belt due to its presence in the specific ring of fire. So Mount Aconcagua is of 6,960 meters. Argentina-Chile border is the highest peak in the mountain range. The other peaks are Mount Cotopaxi, that is 5,896 meters, and Mount Chimborazo, that is of 6,272 meters in Ecuador place, okay, in this country. So the Andes are in rich minerals like copper and tin. You can see these are if we compare in the field of other things, so it is rich in minerals like copper and tin. So the Eastern Highlands. This region comprises two distinct highlands. The Guiana Highlands in the north and B, the Brazilian Highlands in the south. These are made of old rocks like the Deccan Plateau of India. The river Chon, a tributary of Orinoco, has formed the world's highest waterfalls, that is Angel Falls, that is of 974 meter in the Guiana Shield. Students, in not only in Andes Mountains, if we compare the Eastern Highlands, this region comprises of two distinct highlands. So the Guiana Highlands in the north and B, the Brazilian Highlands in the south. So these are the two distinct highlands. That is Guiana Highlands, and second one is Brazilian Highlands. These are made up of old rocks like Deccan Plateau of India. River Chon, a tributary of Orinoco, has formed the world's highest waterfall, that is Angel Fall. Its height is that 974 meter in the Guiana Shield. So this was the second physical division. Now let us see the central lowlands, students. The central lowlands lie between the Andes Mountains and Eastern Highlands. This consists of large river basins. They are the Amazon, the Orinoco, the La Plata river basins. The Amazon basin is the most notable and the largest among them. The Orinoco River forms the plain land in the northern part, which is separated by Guiana Shield Highlands from the Amazon basin. Gran Chaco, the hunting land, is a vast lowland of alluvium area found on the east of Andes, and it is famous for grazing in south central parts of South America. So students, the central lowlands lie between, that is of Andes Mountains and Eastern Highlands. Okay, central lowlands, it lies between these areas, which firstly of Andes Mountains and Eastern Highlands. In between that, the area is that is of the central lowlands. These consist of large river basins. In that area, they are having a large rivers. So they are the rivers like Amazon, the Orinoco, the La Plata rivers basins. So the Amazon basin is the most notable and the largest among them. If we compare with these three, in that Amazon is a largest among them. So the Orinoco River forms the plains land in the northern part, which is separated by Guiana Highlands from the Amazon basin. Gran Chaco, the hunting land, is a vast lowland of alluvium area found on the east of Andes, and it is famous of grazing in the south central parts of South America. So this was the physical features of the central lowlands. Okay, firstly it lies between the Eastern Highlands and Andes Mountains, in that the area is there, that is of the central lowlands. Now next, the fourth point we have, that is of the west coastal plains. The west coastal plains, these are narrow plains found between the Pacific Ocean and the Andes mountain range. The west coast is almost, so students, this is a narrow plains found between the Pacific Ocean and the Andes mountain range. Which range? That is of the western plains. So the west coast is almost devoid of coastal plains except in patches, because the Andes mountains is rising steeply from the coast. So the narrow coastal plains are found in central Chile and Colombia along the west coast. The coastline is broken. The coastline is broken. Many big cities lie in the coastal place. So there are many islands in the southern part, that is Falkland, Hornos Island, but Galapagos lies in the northwest of South America. So students, here we having the fourth point, that is the west coastal plains. That is these are the narrow plains found between the Pacific Ocean and Andes mountain range. It is between that. So the west coast is almost devoid of coastal plains except in patches. So it is again devoid of coastal plains except in patches, because the Andes mountains are rising steeply from the steps of these are in this coast. So the starting base of the Andes starts from this coast only. Okay students, the narrow coastal plains are found in central Chile and Colombia along the west coast. Okay, it is located in the Chile and Colombia and along the west coast also. The coastline is broken. Now it has been broken. So many big cities lie in the coastal plains. There are many islands in the southern part, that is Falkland, Hornos Island, but Galapagos lies in the southwest of South America. So this was about the physical features and about the physical divisions of South America. Next we have, students, the other another thing of this feature of this part, that is of South America. The another main thing, it is of rivers and lakes. So students, in rivers and lakes, the Amazon, that is female warrior, Parana, Paragua, Uruguay, and the Orinoco are the important river systems of South America. These are the rivers, these are the important, which are important in South America. That is, Amazon is nothing but female warrior, Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay, and the Orinoco are the important river systems of South America. The Amazon, that is of 6,450 kilometer river, which rises in the Andes, is the longest in South America and the largest river in the world. See here, students, Amazon is the largest river in the world. Okay, so if we see in South America, so it is the longest river in South Andes, and if we compare with the world, it is the largest river in the world. So it is navigable to a great extent along its course. The Orinoco is another important river system. The combined river system of Parana, Paraguay, and Uruguay is called La Plata. The combined system of Parana, these are the combined rivers, that is Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay, is called the La Plata combined rivers. So they are completely as combined, and it is known as La Plata. So firstly, as I said, you students, the Amazon is the largest and the longest river of South Andes, and it is the largest river in the world. So it is navigable to great extent along its course. So the Orinoco is another important river. So next we have, that is the Lake of Titica, Bolivia, is the highest lake in the world, and it is the largest navigable lake of South America. It is the image of Titicaca Lake. Students, you can see how beautiful it is, and it is the highest lake in the world. So the Lake Junin, Lake Sarucocha of Peru, Lake Pupu of Bolivia are the other important lakes of South America. So students, if we see in the divisions and in the forms of rivers, in that Amazon is a largest river of South America in the world, and here the another important lake, that is the Lake of Titicaca, Bolivia, is the highest lake in the world. So this was about the main features of South America. South America's rivers here, students, you can see Orinoco, Branco, Amazon, Negro, Amazon, Gironde, Parur. The connections of rivers you can see here, from which area it lies and all. Amazon, Marajo River Island, Anaconda and Piranha, largest river with more than 1,000 tributaries, about 11.50 centimeter of the world land area, Honga underground river. See student, the speciality of Amazon river is Marajo River Island, Anaconda and Piranha, the largest river with more than 1,000 tributaries, about 11.50% of the world land area, Honga underground river. So next we have about the important thing of South America, that is of climate. South America has a wide variety of climates. So the latitude, altitudes and proximity of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans contribute to the variations in the climate of the continent. So students, South America has a wide variety of climate. So latitude in forms of latitude, altitudes and proximity of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans contribute to the variations in the climate of the continent. The equator passes through the northern part of the continent, and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through the southern part. So the land mass within the two latitudes falls in tropical zone. The broader part in the north is under the influence of tropical climate. Hence, the climate here is hot and wet. The Amazon Basin experiences hot and wet equatorial climate due to the presence of the equator. Because of the presence of equator in the middle, they feel only wet and cold. wet and hot. The region experiences convectional rainfall almost every day. So heavy rainfall favors dense forest in this region. So the Amazon basin has thick forest, which is the home of flora and fauna, animals and flowers. So reptiles, birds, monkeys are common in this belt. So students, this was the about climate conditions of South America. Convectional rainfall in the equatorial regions is called the afternoon rainfall, tea time rainfall we can say, or 4 o'clock rainfall they used to call the convectional means if they are having a heat, also hot is there, student sun is there, then also the rain is coming. So because of that, because it lies between the equator, in between the earth, because of that it has the climate of this area is wet or hot. So the Andes mountain ranges run almost the full length of the western margin of the continent. The Andes mountains run almost the full length of the western margin of the continent. On shore, winds bring rain to the windward sides, while the east of Andes get low rainfall. The full of strength is there in the western margin of the continent. Students, on shore of winds bring rain to the windward side. So while the east of Andes get low rainfall. This is the rain shadow regions and the temperature desert belt, Patagonia of South America. So the Asian currents also influence the climate of the continent. Ocean currents. So the warm Brazilian current move along the eastern coast and it causes rainfall. Which students? Warm Brazilian current. So while the cold Peruvian Humboldt current reduces the temperature in the western coast and keep it dry. So therefore the northern we have the northern Chile and the parts of southern Peru have hot desert Atacama type climate. So the western part of Andes and the southernmost regions of Chile receive rainfall throughout the year and it is maximum in winter. So this has a region as a oceanic climate. So students, sometimes it is a hot or sometimes it will be wet, but it is not having a winter season because it lies between the equator, and here the Andes mountain regions run almost so the full of length of western margin of the continent. So the onshore of winds on the we can see the in the east of the Andes here it receives low rainfall, so it shows the shadows regions and temperature desert belt Patagonia of South America. So the ocean current also influence the climate of the continent. So ocean, because of the ocean currents. So warm Brazilian current move from the eastern coast and it causes rainfall, while the cold Peruvian Humboldt current reduces the temperature in the west coast and keep it dry. So therefore the northern Chile, parts of southern Peru have hot desert Atacama type climate. So the western part of Andes and the southernmost regions of Chile receive rainfall throughout the year and it is maximum in winter. This region has a oceanic climate. So the north and central Chile coastal regions has warm summers and the winters with rainfall in water. So winters is also there in rainfall in mild winters with rainfall in winter. So these regions has the Mediterranean type of climate. So the Atacama Desert, Calama, Chile is the desert driest area on the earth. No rainfall for the last 200 years. So this is the image of Atacama Desert, students. It has been not came any rain since last 200 years, and it comes under this South America. Okay, natural vegetation, students. Evergreen forests are in the you can see these are the differences among regions in South America. So here evergreen forest is there, selvas is there, how it is so beautiful. So the equatorial regions of the Amazon basin has dense tropical rainforest. Where they lies, that is the Amazon basin. It has a tropical rainforest. So it is the world's largest rainforest locally. Okay, from which the Amazon basin has densely it moves from. So locally called selvas. So it has locally called as selvas, from where it has a evergreen. So evergreen trees of hardwood with dense canopy of trees are found here. So mahogany and ebony are the valuable trees in this area. So these are the two important trees, or you can see, students, in these areas. So the rubber trees found here are all used to make latex. On either side of equatorial forest, grasslands are found. These are known as Lowlands in the Orinoco River Basin, Venezuela, and as Campos in the Brazilian Highlands. So the southeastern coast of Brazil has tropical deciduous forest. Got it, students? This was about the climate conditions and the areas which receives rainfall and all, about the trees, the evergreen forest. You can see the selvas, guana, highlands in this map. So Berang, Chago, Pampas. So this was all about the students' climate. South America, land of grassland, llanos of Venezuela, campos of Brazil, pampas of Argentina. So this is the land of grasslands. So south of Grano Chaco regions, that is Argentina, Uruguay, cover the temperate grasslands to the large extent known as pampas. So the plateau of Patagonia has temperature desert having scrub vegetation on the western side of the Andes, and the central regions has mixed type of forest. Temperature deciduous forests are found on the lower slopes and coniferous forests are found on the higher slopes. Central Chile has a Mediterranean type of climate which has evergreen trees and shrubs. So this was all about, students, the climate conditions of South America. South Grano Chaco regions, that is Argentina and Uruguay, is covered by temperate grassland. You can see here it is an image of temperate grassland. These are in the Argentina, Uruguay, this type of grassland is there to the large extent known as, they are known as pampas. So the plateau of Patagonia has temperate desert having scrub vegetations on the western side of the Andes. So it is located on the western side of the Andes, and the central region has mixed type of forest. You can see here it is available to you, students. In the middle, mixed type of forest is there. So the temperature deciduous forests are found on the lower slopes and coniferous forests are found on the higher slopes. So the central Chile has a Mediterranean type of climate which has evergreen trees and shrubs. This was all about climate conditions of South America. So students, in the next video we will, in the next class we will going to learn about wildlife of South Africa, which type of animals are there, agriculture and animal husbandry. You will be going to learn in the next class of South America. So population and all about, in the next class we will be going to discuss. So students, now we learned about the rivers, lakes, climate, and about the distribution, physical features of South America. So students, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions relating to this topic, you can ask me.